The Reading squad has severely underperformed this season. Credit, Eddie Greville by Russell Kempson I've never been very good at maths. It took me 5 attempts to get my O-level in the subject, back in the mists of time at the then Theale Grammar School on the outskirts of Reading. Decades later, I still struggle to count the fingers on my hands, and have always wondered that 9 seems a strange number to have. Cringeworthy joking apart, even I can now work out the equation for Reading FC and their championship relegation struggle this season. Why Reading FC players and fans must raise their game for Ipswich showdown. Royals will escape the dreaded drop from the second tier if they defeat Ipswich Town at Madejski Stadium on Saturday, 3 p.m. And a draw against the managerless and rudderless Tractor Boys might be good enough too. This is because Burton Albion and Barnsley, with Sunderland already gone, could then only equal Royals' 44 points, but have inferior goal differences. Barnsley are -5 behind Reading on GD and Burton are a massive -26 adrift. So a draw for Royals against Ipswich would obviously see off the threat of Albion. You then have to hope that Barnsley don't overturn that -5 deficit with big wins against Brentford on Saturday and at Derby County on May 6. As the Tykes are up against decent playoff-chasing opponents, successive convincing victories for them falls firmly into the "pigs might fly" arena. Royals lost at Ipswich earlier in the season. Credit, Eddie Greville and OMG please, don't ask me about the possible permutations also involving Bolton Wanderers and Birmingham City, the other teams involved in the relegation dogfight. But let's not even consider their merits or otherwise. To avoid any more grief, let's get the job done against Ipswich. Against a side that has lost 4 of their past 6 matches since it was announced that long-serving manager Mick McCarthy would be leaving at the end of the season. A side that, after McCarthy quit prematurely on April 10, has lost 2-1 at Forest and 4-0 against Aston Villa at Carrow Road last Saturday. And a side that, with only 1 win in their past 9 outings, is going nowhere fast and has stalled in on the beach mode for weeks. Frankly, if Royals cannot beat Ipswich or at least share a draw, then they deserve to perhaps face the horrors of needing a point or more in their final day shootout at Cardiff City. Royals drew with Sunderland in their last home game. Credit, Eddie Greville. Reading have produced acceptable results at Madejski Stadium since Paul Clement replaced Jaap Stam as manager last month. Consecutive 1-0 victories over Queen's Park Rangers and Preston North End were followed by a 2-2 draw with Sunderland. And yet in all of those games, there were numerous occasions when Royals reverted to Stam style, ponderous, clueless and brainless. Yet unlike many times, under the ill-fated Dutchman this term, they enjoyed large portions of good fortune and gratefully collected 7 points. Without that tally, they would almost be toast already, bound for League One with Sunderland. However, a quote from Ian Dowie, the Sky TV pundit, when covering Royals' typically miserable and dysfunctional 3-0 defeat at Sheffield Wednesday last Saturday, still bothers me. The lack of desire from Reading is incredible. Dowie said, Gunter on the impact of Reading FC fans in South Stand that, sadly, makes me suspect that Clement may already realize that he has inherited a squad, excluding a few individuals, that is essentially rotten to the core. Sorting that out though, is for the summer. This season is all about Saturday. If, just for once, Royals can raise their level of commitment and desire, then Ipswich can be crushed and the unthinkable of demotion can be banished. If not, well, I'm sorry, I don't really want to go there. I just can't do the maths. Don't forget to keep an eye out on our social media pages for more Royals news. Our Twitter page is at GetReadingFC and we are also on Facebook, Reading FC, Get Reading.